guess what? It is the new day. And I just received this magic wand from Amazon. As you can see, there is a lot of gunk or coming from this one. I guess this cylinder was the most I put this how it calls, you know, spray in. I literally don't recall how it calls, but so it's there's a lot of stuff coming out, so I'm gonna spray some air and we'll go from there. I just installed the exhaust back in place, connected O2 sensors. Most likely they are shut because the water has been in there, but and most likely it's gonna need to come off to replace O2 sensors in case the engine is alive, which I doubt it is, but you know who knows. I'm gonna lower the car. I'm gonna try to remove the throttle body just to see maybe I'll be able to see anything in the intake. Using this vacuum tool, I sucked as much water as possible from the intake, and to help me see what I was doing, I was using the bore scope through the throttle body. And now let's crank this engine a couple more times and just to see what's coming. All right, perfect smell of gasoline. I'm gonna use the compressed air again to clean the cylinders. Probably I'm gonna take a look with the bore scope just to see what's happening inside. I'm gonna install the mass airflow sensor. I'm not sure if it's still working or not, since a lot of water obviously came through it, so we'll check on that a little later, and then we'll try to crank it, or actually to start it. Stay tuned. Okay, it's a very historic moment for that car. I put all of the spark plugs, how those things like coils, mass airflow sensor. I don't know why it probably is that, like a doornail, like someone says, called Auto Auction Rebuilds Randy keys. I'm not sure if it's gonna be hydrolocked second time, because I think there is still some residual water in the intake, but it's probably, and so a lot of ifs. If the spark plugs are at least halfway decent because they've been flooded. Okay, let's see what it can do. I am scared. I don't know where to shoot the video. Let's take a look in here. Woo! it should, you know, misfire badly because there is a lot of gunk inside the cylinders. And I don't want to crank it for too long because the oil is crap. It needs to be changed. Liquid wrench smell. No way, it's not even misfiring. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Hard to say. Oh. Oh, now it's shaking badly. It's probably it's picking up the water from the intake. But it's working. And there is no engine knock. It's starting for the good oil. I would say no matter how it runs right now, it's freaking success. That much water from the engine up to this level. There is a little bit of oil in here, and we are at 6 liters of water. It's not including what I got from the exhaust. Alright guys, woo. 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 Yay. Alright, so I decided to change the oil ASAP. We don't want this crap to spread around the engine, and I'm most likely gonna purchase some cheap oil simply for, you know, flushing purposes. Not sure if you can see anything. There is nearly no water because we sucked everything on the first day, but I mean the oil is absolutely garbage. What do you think, guys? We'll be able to, if we will be able to save this motor or no? If not, it's going to the chop block for parts. I mean the whole car. If yes, there is a very good chance we can put it back on the road. I wanna drain it as as much as possible, you know, because it's crap. Ooh, not too much of a mess, going straight in there. Alright folks, that's all I wanted to show you as of now. Once I'll get some more news or exciting updates, you'll see me. Guess what? New day again. I ordered few parts from FCP Euro yesterday or day before yesterday, and they supposed to come like day after tomorrow, I guess. So I ordered a new set of gaskets for intake manifold. I ordered as well new O-rings for the injectors, new oil, new filter. And what I would like to do today while I'm waiting for those parts is to remove the intake manifold, because I guess there is still quite a lot of water inside, and in order for me to do that, it's pretty much surrounded by this wiring loom and the computer on the top. There are a bunch of videos on YouTube how to remove, showing how to remove the intake. So I'm simply gonna put it on a time lapse, and hopefully you guys gonna enjoy the quick removal, hopefully. So in a few words, ECU is popping up, two connectors in the back, the fuel rail needs to be disconnected right here, a few vacuum lines that controls those kind of solenoids for the internal flaps inside the intake. So yeah, all this needs to be unscrewed, disconnected. All the injectors, so 8 injectors obviously, needs to be disconnected. Throttle body needs to be removed again, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm gonna put the camera somewhere here. I don't know, I'm not sure what's gonna be the best spot for the camera, but yeah, here we go. let's take my power bank. So this is that just came out from the intake, so it wasn't too bad. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's check it out. The bad thing is that the fuel is coming off the fuel rail and spilling on my driveway here. I already ordered the new gasket for the throttle body, and just in case I got a couple more throttle bodies in stock from my parts cars. Can you imagine so that we ran the engine and it was running with that much water? It's gonna be interesting to take a look into the intake ports. Probably they're washed up pretty good. Woohoo! All right. Oh my god. Should I use the power washer to to clean it? I don't know. But regardless, it's good that we removed it. So it's gonna take me some time just to get rid of the water from the inside, and pretty much almost nothing left because I don't hear any spillings. So I'll try to clean out as much as I can. I don't want to take this thing apart because I heard it's pretty hard to properly seal it together after you open it. There are like bolts around, so you kind of can separate the two halves of this intake, but I heard a lot of horror stories that after that it's very hard to put them back together properly. So I'll probably gonna opt out from further disassembling. I guess as long as there is no water inside, it should be fine. I'll probably gonna clean it with a brake cleaner inside as much as possible, and that should be it. So let's take a look what do we have into the intake ports. Let me try to use my flashlight. A lot of water in, but the valves look shiny. Yeah. So like I told you, I ordered those gaskets. They are coming. I'm gonna try to clean up as much as I can in here, and we'll see. Maybe this puppy still have some, 1,000 miles to drive. Alright guys, I'm gonna get back to you once I'm gonna get the the parts, the oil and all this stuff, the gaskets, O-rings for the intake, and we'll go from there. Hey, it's next day, you guessed it. Let's check out the goodies we got from FCP Euro, like always, for our German cars. So, throttle body gasket, 8 O-rings for the injectors, 8 more O-rings for the injectors, 2 gaskets for intake manifold, filter, 8 new spark plugs, some oil and what was here, and new air filters. So I guess this is the minimum that we need to make it great again. I cleaned the the area around the intake ports, so we don't introduce more debris inside the cylinders once we're gonna install that thing. What else? That's it so far. I'm gonna remove the ramp, the fuel ramp or fuel rail from the intake, replace the gaskets for for the injectors, and I wanted to replace those, how it calls, those rubber hoses, but I couldn't find the the kit or spare hoses anywhere online for this car, so looks like we'll have to live with that. I somewhat clean the injectors from the debris, except this one. I'm gonna finish it right now. Just wanted to give you a slight comparison. Old injector, everything is old and dirty. Old injector, new O-rings and little bit clean. I wanted to replace those rubber hoses because the rubber is dying. If you know, oh, hey, looks like the spring is around the corner. Hey, little fella. So if you guys know the kit, the part number, or where I can get one, drop your comment below the video, because those things are pretty fragile now. Hey, good morning. So yesterday it was pretty late when I finished putting this intake in place. I think I connected most of the parts. The only thing left pretty much is the throttle body, master flow sensor somewhere here, and that's it. I don't see any other kind of loose ends. All the injectors been connected. Engine computer too. So I'm gonna do the final inspection right now. Fuel ramp or fuel rail. I don't see anything loose. So looks like here on the top end everything is done except the ECU. I don't have any spare bolts or parts left except the old, gasket. And so I'm gonna install the ECU. I'm gonna raise the car. I'm gonna open the drain plug, so maybe while the car was sitting without the oil for those few days, the remainders of the water maybe got to the pan, so who knows, maybe it's gonna be a few drips. And then I'm gonna put some liquid moly oil and new filter, and we'll try to start it. ECU installed, just remove the filter. So yeah, I mean, there are some signs that the water was present, but it's not like a total milkshake, but it's not far from it. Probably. Let me see if let me know if you can see anything inside this filter well. Probably. So it's not bad. Definitely. It's not bad. Definitely. I'm gonna change the oil couple times. So probably the first time I'm gonna run the engine for maybe for an hour or so it's flush with the fresh oil, and then I'm gonna replace it again with the filter and oil, because I think it shouldn't be too bad by now. So even I drained the oil last time pretty much till the very last drop. I opened the plug right now and it's still the residual oil came to the pan. So I'm gonna wait for this old gunk to be drained, and only then I will pour some new oil. It goes pretty fast actually. Oh, it's like espresso. All right, guys. While I'm waiting for the oil to finish dripping, I decided to change the filters in the air box. Ooh, yummy, 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 yum. Come on, a little bit of mold. Yeah, there you go. Nice comparison. So I'm gonna clean this stuff, and hopefully this puppy gonna start again. Otherwise it's gonna be a lot of work for nothing. Alright, let's see how it's gonna like this oil. Looks even green to me. Huh. It says new generation on the bottle. fits gas and diesel engines. 5W40 liqui moly. Now I'm trying to remember if I closed everything, snapped in everything, connected. So we are at 8 liters right now. I think this should be fine for now. It's got a new filter in. Everything looks to be connected except the battery. What do you think, guys? Okay, it's misfiring right now. I can hear it's misfiring. Alright, it's kinda going towards the end of the day. This car was running probably, I would say, a good hour, maybe more than that.